Hey guys, so in this lesson, we're going to be talking about the Facebook Business Manager. And I think this is something that's fundamental, especially if you're starting out, so that you have better control of your assets, accounts, limits, so that you know specifically who's accessing your accounts as well, so that they don't steal your fan page, your Instagram account, or even spend more than what they should if you're managing people who are or agencies who are managing your ads. And so the business manager, unlike the normal Facebook, right? So you can still launch ads on your normal Facebook fan page account, but the fan page is going to give you a lot more flexibility, a lot more options of things that you can do, and how you can actually give people access to your accounts. And so what we're going to go over here is a couple of things that are basic, so you can actually get started with um, using the business manager. I would say what we'll cover today, it's like what 99% of you will use. There's more things, but I think these are at least the basic things that you should have ready, so that you don't get error messages, because we've seen this a couple of times. And so the way you access your Facebook business account is, instead of going to facebook.com, what you write is business.facebook.com. You create a new account, and you're going to go into a screen that looks like this, right? So the first thing you want to do is, on your top right corner, you're going to see business settings. You're going to click on business settings, and that's going to open your business info, right? So it's going to take you to this big menu where you're going to see a lot of the different things where you can add people, you can add fan pages, accounts, pixels, Instagram accounts. You can manage a lot of the data that you're using within Facebook, right? So when I go to my business settings, the first thing I want to do is you actually want to go on the left side, and you're going to see on your left that it says business info. And so you're going to click on business info here, and you're going to you want to do this before you start anything. So one is, you want to go here and edit and add a primary page. And so if you go to edit, it's going to ask for the name of your business manager and also your primary page. And so in this case, we're going to put Markeco, or the page that you're actually using, and you want to add that here. The second thing that you want to do is just legal name of the business, address, business phone number, and website. And those are two basic things that you want to do before you actually get started. The next thing is adding people. So if I go on the left again under users, you're going to see people here. And so I'm able to add people within my Facebook business manager. And so the way Facebook business manager works is that, basically, me, Diego, I'm the owner, so I'm going to own all of my assets. So basically, my Facebook fan page, my ad account, my Instagram account, and I can add assets. So what Facebook calls assets here are pixels, fan pages, Instagram accounts, anything that you can add within Facebook, right? Offline events or databases that you can upload there as well. So I can add those, and also I can add people that way as well. So I can add people through an email. The difference between your normal Facebook and Facebook business is that, or your business manager, is that you can add people to your work email. So I don't need to use their personal email. I can actually add them through their work email, so there's better control, and notifications are sent to their work email instead of a personal email. And then I can assign people my assets, right? So I can say, like, well, I'm working with this agency, I'm working with this person who's going to be managing the fan page, but he's not going to be doing ads. So you can do a bunch of things here. So I can assign people to different things that I'm adding to my account, right? So within the business manager, you have basically two roles: admins and employees. And I would say, here's a list of the differences between one and the other. But I would say the big thing and the biggest difference between both is that the admin are actually owners of your assets. So they can basically, if you add an employee, if you add someone from a team member as an admin, they can actually delete you from your account. If you add them as an employee, they won't be able to do that. So I would say the biggest difference to know here is ownership. If admins are owners of accounts, employees can do a bunch of things, but they're not going to own the accounts. And I would say that's the biggest difference between one and the other when you're adding team members. So when you're going to add team members, you want to write their email address, their work email address. You want to add them as employee. You don't necessarily want to add them as admins unless you want to give them ownership of the account. And then that's basically an easy way to add people. The next thing is accounts. So if you go to accounts and you go to pages, you're going to see here I can add pages. So I can add a page. I can request access to a page. So if I'm going to be managing ads for someone else, or I can actually create a new page through the business manager as well. Same thing with ad accounts. So if I already have an ad account, I can add it. I can request access. Again, if I'm running ads for someone else, I can run them through here and just request access but not have ownership. Or I can create a new account as well. You can also assign people here. So if you go, let's say to this Marqueco demo account and you see people, I can add people, right? So I can say, Diego, I want him to manage campaigns, view performance, and be manage ad account settings, right? So again, this does not give them access to have ownership on your account unless you add them as admins and not employees. So again, if you add people as employees, they're not going to have ownership of your accounts. So I'm gonna assign him to have access to my ad account as well. You can add your Instagram account here as well. So if you have an Instagram account, you can add it here so that you have more control as well. And that way, if you're sharing passwords with people, you're not going to lose it. They won't be able to change it as easy, but you keep control of your assets, right? So you keep control of your fan page, your ad account, and also your Instagram account. The next thing is data sources. So if you go here, you're going to see that you can add a pixel. So you can create your pixels here, and the pixel, what it does is basically it's going to track people through your website, right? So I can install the pixel there on your website, so that I can track people, remarket people as well. And this is where you configure or set up your Facebook pixel. I can add a new one. I can name it, check for the website, give continue, and that's going to give me my pixel here so that I can actually get the code, get all the information that I need to install it on my site. So this is a pretty good way to manage your business, to manage users, manage your assets, so your fan page, your Instagram account, your ad account as well, and also manage your how you give access to people and your pixels. And the last thing that I think is important that you should be doing as well when you go to your business manager is payments. And so this is something that I've seen as well, because sometimes you don't have a credit card with you, or you forgot your credit card when you're launching new campaigns or within new ad accounts, and you forget. And so you can add a payment method here. So you can actually add a credit card with name, number, security card, everything that you need, so that more people can use it for ad accounts that you're adding, or future ad accounts that you add as well. So you can add your payment method here so that it's saved and you can use it later. So this is a pretty easy way to manage your basically ads or admin side of when running ads through Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp. Make sure you do those things before you start adding or creating ads, so that you have better control of your assets. I would say what we covered in this video, it's what 99% of you will be using. If you have more questions, just make sure you write them below as well. But I would say those are fundamental and basic things that everybody should be doing when using their Facebook Business Manager.